there was supposed to be an opinion video. That didn't happen because I was just had shitloads of technical issues to the point where I'm still kind of a little pissed off with OBS right now. To be honest with you, OBS has been, um, what's a nice way to say pain in the ass? It's been pretty bad. To the point of where honestly I was about this close to either buying a mic or accepting an offer from Smab to get me a new mic. Thankfully, by some lucky black magic bullcrap, I was able to figure out what the problem was. The problem is OBS is a dick that likes to fuck with your settings for freezies. Oh, how joyous. Here's the thing that just annoys me every time I go into OBS is I have something I have to fix that I had fixed already. And it's just so dumb because I have no clue what they're going to F with next. I locked my audio volume. Now for the second or even third time. Hopefully this time it'll stick. It won't. It's honestly pretty annoying. Stupid, dumb, frustrating, an irritant to end all irritants. But oh well. I'm gonna get it over with. This is an update video, kind of just thankfully, it's no longer updating that videos are going to be spaced out and take longer to make. Thankfully, no. I don't have to say that now, which is great. The best news I could have been given after pretty much having this sad announcement that I was not looking forward to. And I did say this on Smab stream. I am thankfully managed to fix the problem somehow. I didn't expect that. And I didn't expect it to just once again OBS being a dick. I wasn't expecting that. But here we are. Now, there is some updates just kind of talking about what the hope, the goal, if you will, of this channel. The goal here is actually very simple. Eventually find enough free time to the point of where I can have Smab teach me something specific in editing. I've hinted at it. I've probably beat some people over the head with it by now. Basically, the whole hope and goal is to eventually find some time where I'm not getting sick, where my schedule isn't going crazy, when there's not real life, being a dick. Just when there's a moment of just lull, just complete calm, okay? That's the hope, is to have Smab teach me an editing trick so this way I can get me and many other me's involved in all this. Which I could use for both comedic purposes, to demonstrate my insanity a little bit more, and it also gives me an excuse to let the other me's just go apeshiz. And instead of in a background in my head, now they can actually go to the forefront. And there's a lot of them. I think there's at least about maybe 12 different me's that make up this dysfunctional it. 12 different versions of me, and they're all insane. Just different varieties of insane. And you'll get to witness them. Aren't you so happy? Probably not. That's the whole goal. Another goal is basically just to get this housework finished as quick as possible. Again, that's the hope. The goal. I have no clue how long it'll take, though. Now, am I hoping I'm going to tell you this. I kind of wish YouTube would tell me this crap, because to me it's important. To me it's a cool thing. To me it's awesome. I'm literally somehow sitting at 25 subscribers. No, I don't know how. Maybe it's the insanity? I don't know. To me, getting to 25 subscribers is a huge deal, because honestly, I was pretty much, when I made this channel, because of how much I designed this channel around, one, not being a high-end channel, but also how I designed this channel more around just me having fun. Me making videos for just to let my weird, batshit insane self run rampant. Sure, the opinion videos were kind of the main focal point, sure, and sure I did some video game reviews, but it's just, when I stop and I think backwards, honestly, I had no intent on this channel really ever reaching as high as it has. I intended this channel to be a hobby. It's still going to be just that, a hobby. I'm not going to start, becoming a big name. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. The odds of me being a big name is only if two conditions are met. Tons of people are bored out of their marbles, or everyone else on YouTube has disappeared. I don't see that happening unless YouTube really screws up. When it comes down to it, it's just the whole channel is around me allowing myself to have fun with this, doing this as a hobby, not for money, not. If I get a backer, I will be dumbfounded and probably convinced that I'm like dreaming out my butthole. Let's be real here. Especially the way my channel is made, designed, and focused, the odds of me ever getting some like freaking someone who says, "Hey, would you like to rep our product?" That's not gonna happen. Okay, there's only two methods that it ever happens. One, they are completely chill with me saying whatever the hell I say, even if it's something that they don't necessarily like to hear. I am a pervert. I am not going to stop being perverted. That's just not going to happen. With how much and how many countless years I have spent on porn alone, not even counting the good shiz I returned to, just counting basic shiz that I just scroll through. I am damn near a veteran to an excess when it comes to that stuff, alright? And I say these things. I am like this. But the reason why is just because I'm not going to portray myself as something I'm not. I am a dork. I am scatterbrained. I'm not very smart. I am wildly insane, to the point where the fact I'm not in a straitjacket is kind of surprising. And even more surprising is, much like Sheldon, yes, my mother had me tested. Multiple times. I don't know. I guess their vetting system is failing these days. Jokes aside, and jokes that have a little too much reality in them aside, honestly, when it comes down to changes in my channel, the whole look is going to change. The downside is it's going to take a long while. Because even when I do finally have Smab, giving me lessons on how to do this stuff, I will be recording that stuff because I can already tell I will forget. And I will need some way to save myself from myself. Over time, I'm going to try and deal with this razor thing. I just haven't really had a chance to try and figure out the whole weird, stupid, friggin'. I think it has something to do with the fact of how close up I am. But I don't really have any way to deal with that right now. And I definitely don't have like some kind of a camera stand or anything like that for this. I could pull out the box to show you guys which one, but I figured I'm going to do talk about some tech in the future. So there's no real need for me to do that now. I'll just kind of do like a video where I talk about some of the tech I've started to use. And I'll talk about those in like some video down the line. Now, do I know when that video is going to happen? No clue. Do I know if anyone's even going to be interested in that video? No clue. Do I really know much about tech? Hell no. You don't believe me? Go talk to Smab. I am the youngest boomer who's not a boomer. And what's more is I'm the type of young boomer who somehow manages to make technology stop functioning entirely. I don't know how. I just touch it. I use it as it's supposed to be used, and it still break. It still broke. I don't know how. I don't. Now, another thing I'm tampering with, but I'm not sure if I want to do, mostly because I just don't know if the interest is really there for some people. I know there's an interest in it for me, but this video is very different from my normal stuff that I do. I normally do, like I said, opinion videos are my primary. I do some reviews, kind of that's my secondary thing. And thanks to all the stuff that's happened in life, we might as well call it as it is, which is that my third most thing I do is do update videos. No, that was not intended. Oh. Yeah. So I'm dabbling with it, but my whole issue is, if there's not even a single person who's interested in it, why do it? I could make with that same amount of effort I could be putting into that. I could be trying to do something else, try and think of something else. I could do fluffy do workout or something. I don't know. I can make so many other things that might be more interesting, more compelling, more stupid because I have a talent for that kind of stuff. Maybe more dorky. There's tons of things I could do here with that time. For example, one thing I could be doing is from now on making videos where I say where I'm DMing. I could do that. Or I instead, though, it's hard to justify because if there's not at least one person outside of myself, I don't feel like that there's a point to do it. What I was thinking about doing in itself was actually kind of doing a quick little video, kind of telling people about. Sadly, it would be talking because I have no animation knowledge at this point in time, and the time it would take me to learn animation would take a long time, especially since I'm very forgetful by nature. So it would take a lot. But I did think about it, and I was like, maybe I could kind of show people, kind of talk to people, and kind of tell them the story of the D&D game I've been part of for a while now, Smab's game. And while that did cross my mind, I will say that outside of myself, would anyone even be interested in that? I mean, I know I'd be interested in it because it's been a really fun time so far. And pretty crazy. But then again, like I said, maybe I should just start off with instead recording the what happens with my own DMing. Maybe. I mean, if you have interest in either of those, I'd love to see a comment or something like that saying, "Hey, I would love to see the one where you're a player," or "I'd love to see where you're DMing." I will warn you, my DMing is very, let's be gentle and kind of say chaotic in nature. I'm not against the rules. It's just I'm also very much of an opinion of when rules are ruining fun, when you can't really do, squat with it, then there's no point. Nothing personal. And like I said, I'm not going to fly out every rule, but I know for a fact I am the type of DM who values fun and very much is not a fan of the mentality of I am the dungeon master. What I say is law. I hate that mentality, honestly. And as I've played D&D, to me, D&D comes across as literally just shared storytelling. No, really. That's a very fitting summary. And honestly, I want to make some kind of other content, but the problem is I can't decide. I have like multitudes of ideas. But the problem is from my knowledge, from my lack of knowledge, I should say, I feel like I'm the only one who's really like actively interested in those ideas. Which I mean, yes, is in my channel, but I do kind of want to make sure it's at least worth enough to show up. I have thought about going back into streaming, but ultimately because of just I know how bad my internet provider is, Spectrum is still a cuck. So I am not going to be doing those yet. Hopefully, once Spectrum is finally booted out and replaced entirely by TDS, I wish they would hurry the heck up. Then finally, I can start going back into the streaming, start bringing that back. What will I stream? Honestly, I have no effing clue. Not a clue at all. When it comes down to it, I will say I am though excited for this Saturday, but this Saturday is gonna kind of be screwing with things a little bit. There are gonna be times where my video is kind of just sometimes it might get pushed off just as preparation for that alone. Sometimes there's a potential of that. Now, does this mean it's no longer going to be on Thursdays? No. I'm going to still try and upload every Thursday. It's just between life and other stuff, I haven't been able to catch up with myself. Or even so much as do much of much. And this tech issue that I was having for so long because of OBS didn't help at all. No, not at all. So lamentably, it's just things are getting crazy. there are going to be times where I just wind up missing because either life or just because of tech BS, which I really wish someone would trade me gifts. I don't want this talent to make tech bug out anymore. I don't like it. uh, Hopefully things start getting back to normal as soon as housework and life and stuff calms down a little. Then things can start getting back onto the tracks. Now, another thing. The background you see before you will change. This thing, sorry, this thing right here, this little desk right here, yeah, don't get used to him. He's gonna be getting replaced. Hold on, I'll get it there. There, it's gonna get replaced. Right there by this thing. The reason why is just because it'll be easier to showcase some of my stuff that I've collected over time. I'm gonna try and take some of my blades and my swords. I'm gonna try and do some decorating up on here, right up over into here area. I'm gonna try. Keyword try. I have no clue how well that will work out or how good it's gonna look, but I'm gonna try my best. I've gone back to a dual monitor setup, which means things are a lot getting stuff, multitudes of deals dealt with is going a lot smoother, thankfully. Even during stuff like streams, it's becoming a lot easier because now I'm back to this dual setup. When it comes down to it, another update, pretty basic, not a huge deal really, but basically, I'm going to be from now on trying to improve myself, and I mean in just about every way. Now, will this sometimes conflict with videos? Sometimes, yeah. In fact, if I do start missing Thursdays by like a week or more again, it's almost guaranteeably because of that. Because I'm busy working on myself, trying to, in a sense, better myself. At least a little bit. Take me from unfunctional disaster to acceptable. No, I don't mean saint. I'm not trying to become no saint. I can't do that. That's not possible. Dead. And honestly, is that going to be a lot of work? Yes. Is it going to cause me to sometimes miss videos? Probably. That's very possible, yeah. But it's also something that kind of needs to happen, especially recently. I kind of had a wake-up call, or I guess more like a wake-up pimp slap and then knee to the balls when I finally realized I need to work on myself. There are things about myself, honestly, I need to work on. Now let's just hope that this is not the second time I turn a therapist into an alcoholic. Or at least I think it was alcohol he was drinking. It was in a hip flask. And I didn't know that those things were used for other than alcohol. But he was sleeping during the session, though. Let's just hope I don't break this one. Like I broke the last one. Some people have cool talents that make them money or make them happy. I have talents I didn't ask for and didn't want. And I'm still trying to get a refund on. I wish that wasn't so much accurate as it is, but it is. Let's see, I think the last really thing to say is more just I hope you all know that for all of you who have subscribed, it means a lot. It's dumbfounding and means a lot. I didn't expect to have as many people subscribed as I currently do. It's really awesome. Do I hope that I get more subscribers? Honestly, if I do, that'd be badass, but honestly, I don't expect it at all. Is that sad? I wonder if that's sad. Anyways, point is honestly, I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all signing on and watching when you can, or when you feel like it, or when it interests you. It means a lot to me. I will acknowledge that yes, my reviews seem to have a lot more views than my opinion videos, but that's completely fine, and I intend to do no changing. I'm not going to stop doing opinion videos because they don't make a ton of views, because I do this as a hobby. I can have as much fun as I want. which is great. Sorry. Why are people watching it? Oh, Lord. I hope you all have laughed at me, laughed with me, made some fun of my stupid expressions and weird as all hell voices. I have no intent to stop doing those because they make me laugh at myself and with myself often. I hope you all are intrigued by what's to come. I hope you all are excited for the introduction of the swarm of me's. Sorry. I hope you all, honestly, I hope you all managed to at least smirk at me. At my stupidity, my weirdness, my scatterbrain, what the F is this thingness? I hope you guys will stop by next time. I am hoping next week is when I finally do the opinion video. And hopefully the fixes that I've applied to make it so that this video does not have that stupid echo crap doesn't get messed with by OBS for the third time in a row. I hope. Someone knock on some wood, please. Yeah. See you, everybody.